I think that in a day and age where, I hope you don't take this personally, a lot of politicians change their political beliefs kind of like actors change their clothes. You have been remarkably consistent, and I would say, politically fearless, really, in your consistency and unabashed defense of freedom of speech, whether it's Jordan Peterson, for example, or your staunch opposition to Bill C-11. Why is free speech so important for you personally, and what is the threat in your mind that Bill C-11 poses to the free expression of Canadians?
So first of all, why is free speech important? Because all the justifications for censorship are based on the idea that if people think and speak freely, they will share dangerous thoughts. Mm-hmm. That's the idea, right? And that sometimes they will do it because they are malintended, and sometimes because they are misinformed. That's the theory. But if you believe that people could be misinformed and malintended, then the same censors who would control information would have those same vices themselves, right? And so if you don't believe that man can express himself freely, he doesn't have the judgment to express himself freely, how can he have the judgment to control what others express? And the answer is he can't. There is no special elite class made of better clay who are more enlightened and virtuous. We're all human. And so are people going to say the wrong thing? Of course they are. Mm-hmm. But the way to solve that is for those bad things to collide with good things and have the good triumph over the bad through persuasion, not coercion. That is what freedom of speech allows. It's like a giant cauldron, freedom of speech is, that burns off bad ideas. You know, it's not that bad ideas never happen, it's that they get burned off in the debate. But the censors want to prevent that debate from ever happening. And so I'll give you an example. As Trudeau came out the other day and he said, we have to control the internet because otherwise people will believe the earth is flat. And he went on to ramble incoherently about all these, how never before in human history, but never before the internet did anyone think the earth is flat. Well, there are actually all kinds of examples of civilizations that thought the earth was flat. So he was spreading misinformation. Mm-hmm. Ironically, this is the guy that wants to censor out misinformation. Mm-hmm. So the question is, who watches the Watchmen? Mm-hmm. Like these people who are supposedly going to protect us all from saying the wrong thing, who watches them? Mm-hmm. And the answer is no one. It is strictly about control. And that is the purpose of the Trudeau ideology. It's to concentrate control in the hands of the fewest people possible so that they can determine our destiny. I believe in dispersing control, putting people in charge of their own lives, making the country the freest in the world, and that requires first and foremost free speech, because if you don't have free speech, you don't have any form of freedom.